Are you looking for the best food processors in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best food processors that are available on the market.
I made this list based on their price, quality, durability and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video.
Starting at number 5, we have the Ninja Professional Plus food processor. All-Star Renee also tested the Professional Plus food processor. In terms of capacity, it's a nice middle-of-the-road option at 9 cups, meaning it can handle more than a mini processor without taking up a huge amount of space like a 14-cup model. Renee notes that the machine base is heavy enough to keep it in place while running, but isn't too heavy to maneuver in and out of the cupboard. One thing that sets this Ninja apart from other food processors is the 4 Auto IQ presets. The intelligent programs, chop, puree, dough, and disc, allow you to prepare ingredients with just the touch of a button, leaving your hands free to take care of other tasks. That said, Renee finds that she prefers the control offered by the manual buttons, low, high, and pulse, instead. Renee greatly admired the versatility and power of the Ninja Professional Plus. In fact, it was very nearly her top pick, if not for one downside. For the money, this is a good machine and is fairly easy to use, she says. Of the 3 I tested, this one came in second, only because the feed chute is a little small. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Breville Sous Chef 12-cup food processor. I've been impressed by every Breville product I've owned, including my well-loved and long-used immersion blender. I bake with sourdough regularly, but like mixing my long ferment doughs by hand. Otherwise, this model may well have replaced the slightly larger Cuisinart as my top pick. It has slightly more watts, which doesn't make a lot of difference for most chopping and shredding tasks, but could be significant when mixing a dense peanut butter cookie dough or an entire batch of burger buns. It comes with both a chopping blade and a dough blade, the latter of which you'd need to buy separately for the 14-cup Cuisinart. The Breville model costs a bit more, but balances out if you start adding blades and discs to a Cuisinart setup. The 3 feeding chutes truly minimize mess, whether you're pouring in oil to emulsify into aioli, shredding skinny carrots or fat cucumbers, or dropping in handfuls of berries. The reservable shred disc lets you alternate between coarse shreds and finer gratings. In contrast, the slicing disc is adjustable, letting you choose from so many thicknesses that this machine might just replace a handheld mandolin slicer. At number 3, we have the Hamilton Beach 12-cup stack and snap food processor. Well-built food processors can be pricey, but Hamilton Beach's design makes a large processor more affordable. At 450 watts, it's not as powerful as the competition, so it may not be the best choice for tasks like kneading dense bagel dough. Still, it holds up to 12 cups of food, allowing you to dice a mound of onions or puree multiple batches of pizza sauce with fresh tomatoes. The lid snaps onto the bowl, rather than twisting and locking, making it easy to assemble and disassemble even with wet hands. When the motor's running, the feed tube's wide mouth accepts blocks of cheese and whole tomatoes. A second, smaller pusher helps process garlic cloves, or it can be removed to pour in liquids without splattering. 2 speed settings control slicing and chopping, and a pulse button fine-tunes dicing and mincing. To save storage space, the processor comes with a chopping blade and just 1 reversible disc that both slices and shreds. All parts except the motorized base are dishwasher safe, but you'll get the longest life and keep the blades sharpest by washing everything by hand. At number 2, we have the KitchenAid 13-cup food processor. With features that are typically only included in pricier models, such as a French fry cutter and a storage caddy for accessories, this 13-cup KitchenAid food processor gives you many of the functions you'd expect from a higher-end processor. The machine and its parts, including the bowl, have a sturdy feel and read as well made. It's easy to set up and easy to clean, though one must exercise caution when dealing with the blades. Additionally, the machine itself is on the lighter side, making it accessible to more people than heavier models that are hard to move or clean around. We were generally happy with this machine's performance, particularly with its grating and shredding. There were some issues with chopping vegetables, though we weren't terribly pleased with how uneven they were. And when shredding, some pieces of cheese always stayed behind and refused to move through the blade, which increases food waste. That being said, because there is no on-off switch, in order for the machine to turn on, the food pusher needs to be completely engaged. and we thought this worked nicely as a safety feature. And finally at number 1, we have the Cuisinart DFP14BCNY food processor. If the idea of too many buttons and choices is an intimidating one for you, the simpler design of the Cuisinart custom 14-cup food processor will be a relief. It still has plenty of features and includes numerous blades, but the display isn't digital and it has no variable power settings. The included spatula works well at scraping down the sides of the bowl if anything gets stuck, and it also helps make cleanup even easier. As a private chef who works from home, this model is my personal favorite. Overall, the varied functions of the Cuisinart performed well during our tests. But at times, we found ourselves disappointed in the somewhat inconsistent chopping results. Our onions started leaching water during chopping in this round, and carrots processed in varied sizes when we wished they had been more uniform. That said, we did find that results were better for items like emulsions and shredding firm cheeses. With a moderate price that falls mid-range, the Cuisinart is a good fit for home cooks who want multiple functions out of their food processor but don't have a ton of storage space, or interest in a product with lots of presets and flashing lights. And it continues to be a top performer across the board in our tests.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make sure a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.